The loudest person in the room is almost never the one with real power. They are just the one creating the most noise. By the end of this video, you will understand the quiet system the most respected people in any field use to build unshakable authority. The odds are, your current approach to building a brand is actually making you less credible every day. This is a 12-month blueprint, a sequence of deliberate actions that build the kind of authority that gets you the inbound call, the one people defer to when the stakes are high. It begins with an act of subtraction. For the first 90 days, your job is to disappear. You will deconsume, unsubscribe from the newsletters, mute the thought leaders, and stop the endless scroll of surface-level updates. Your goal is to create silence, because in the silence, you can finally hear the foundational conversations of your industry. You'll pick 3 to 5 titans of your field. These are the original thinkers, the people whose work from 10 or 50 years ago is still cited today. You will read their entire published works. Then you will read their biographies. You will read the works of their chief critics. You are building a mental model of the entire intellectual landscape. You are walking the perimeter of the existing territory, learning its history, its wars, its core assumptions. This is slow, deep, monastic work. It feels unproductive. It feels like you're falling behind. You are doing the opposite. You are building a foundation on bedrock while everyone else is pouring concrete on sand. This deep immersion accomplishes one critical task. It allows you to see the gaps. You find the question that was never fully answered. You find the assumption everyone repeats, but no one has questioned since 1983. You find the contradiction between what the experts say and what the industry actually does. These gaps are where authority is born. Everyone else is competing in the crowded center of the map. You are heading for the edges. You are looking for the places marked, "Here be dragons." You've built your map of the known world. Now for the next 3 months, you build a laboratory. You transition from consumption to creation, but with a very specific purpose. Authority comes from having a unique, defensible point of view. A perspective is forged by applying theory to a real-world problem. You will choose one of those gaps you identified, one small, hard problem, and you will attempt to solve it. Publicly. This is your crucible project. It could be building a small piece of software, conducting a small-scale industry survey, or writing a deep analysis of a public company's strategy. The outcome of the project is secondary. The primary product is your thinking. You will document every step of the process. Every week, you will publish a summary of your work, your hypothesis, your experiments, your failures, especially your failures. A detailed breakdown of a failed attempt, with clear analysis of what you learned, is more valuable for building authority than a quiet, undocumented success. This is what's called creating a learning exhaust. You are showing your work, your methodology, your intellectual honesty. People are drawn to a visible process. They learn to trust your thinking because they see how the gears turn. You are demonstrating competence, resilience, and humility. You're like a chef in an open kitchen. The audience sees the ingredients, the technique, the occasional dropped pan. When the final dish arrives, they trust it completely because they witnessed its creation. They trust the chef. Your project is the dish. Your documentation is the open kitchen. This process is also your filter. It repels people looking for easy answers and attracts serious practitioners who recognize the rigor of your work. These are the people whose respect you actually want. They become your first true followers. They are following your work, your mind. You are now producing a stream of high-quality focused output. But work alone is just noise. To turn it into authority, you must plug it into a system that amplifies it without you having to shout. A system that makes other people do the shouting for you. Months 7 through 9 are about building your network. But you will do this in a way that is the complete opposite of what most people consider networking. You will never ask for anything. Instead, you will become radically generous. You will identify the 10 to 15 key hubs in your industry. These are the respected podcasts, the curated newsletters, the active online communities, the core open source projects. These are the places where the people you want to reach already gather. Your strategy is targeted contribution. For each hub, you will find a way to add immense value. You find a question in the online community and write a thoughtful 300-word answer that saves someone hours of work. You listen to a podcast, and when the host mentions a topic they plan to cover, You send them a polite, concise email with 3 little-known, high-quality resources on that exact topic. You find a bug in the open source project and submit a clean, well-documented pull request to fix it. You are playing the long game. You are becoming the most helpful, competent person in the rooms you want to influence. You are building a reputation for expertise and generosity, one interaction at a time. The psychological principle at play is reciprocity. After you have provided value 3, 4, 5 times with no expectation of return, the hub owner starts to notice. You become a known, trusted entity. They will eventually look for a way to repay the value you've provided. They will invite you on their podcast. They will link to your work in their newsletter. They will ask you to become a moderator of their community. This is how you get distribution. You earn it by making yourself indispensable to those who already have it. You are using the gravity of these larger bodies to pull you into a higher orbit. People who follow these hubs now see your name associated with value again and again. You are being endorsed by the curators they already trust. This is how respect begins to scale. You have built respect, but you still need to build leverage. Without leverage, authority is just a full-time job with no pay. The final 3 months of the year are about crystallization. You will take everything you have learned, every insight from your research, every lesson from your project, and forge it into a single canonical asset. This is your cornerstone project. Its purpose is to be the single best resource on the internet for solving one specific, painful problem. It must be comprehensive, it must be well crafted, it must be undeniably valuable to your target audience. This asset can take many forms. It could be the ultimate guide to a difficult technical process, complete with code samples and diagrams. It could be a free, 10-day email course that walks someone through a complex decision. It could be an open source tool that automates a tedious industry task. It could be a beautifully designed report based on a survey you conducted, revealing insights nobody else has. The format is flexible. The quality is absolute. You will pour 100 hours into this. It should feel like a piece of work someone should have to pay $1,000 for. And then you give it away, for free, completely ungated, no email sign-up required. This is the most critical step. A price tag makes it a transaction. Giving it away makes it a gift. A transaction is finite. A gift creates a ripple effect of goodwill and reciprocity. This cornerstone asset is now your silent ambassador. It works for you 24 hours a day. People who find it will be astonished by its value. They will use it. They will share it with their colleagues. They will link to it in their own blog posts. It becomes a gravitational center. All the inbound opportunities, the conference invitations, the consulting requests, the dream job offers will trace back to this single asset. It is the proof of your expertise scaled. You are no longer just a person who knows things. You are the person who created the definitive resource. You've now built the foundation of real authority. But there is one final mental shift that separates the enduring experts from the people who are just famous for a year. The entire 12-month process was about building your own platform. The final stage of authority is about using that platform to elevate others. You've become a hub. Now your job is to become a kingmaker. You use your hard-won platform to shine a light on the next generation of talent. You feature a promising newcomer in your newsletter. You invite someone on the way up onto your podcast. You use your network to connect two people who need to know each other. This is the ultimate expression of authority. It demonstrates that you are so confident in your position that you see other success as a reflection of your own, not a threat to it. You move from being a player in the game to being the person who can influence the game itself. You become a source of opportunity for others, and this creates a level of loyalty and respect that can never be achieved by self-promotion. Authority is a process of continuously earning the trust of people you respect. The goal was never the title, the followers, or the recognition. The goal was to do the work that makes the title irrelevant. The ballot box is open. It's been open this whole time.